Today is the day. The Darkglass Anagram has arrived at my door. I'm gonna walk through some of its features and see if one pedal is about to replace my entire pedal board. If you're new here, I'm Savage Fridays. I play the bass guitar. I love talking about gear, reviewing different products, playing, producing, and lots of other fun stuff on this channel. Subscribe if you like that kind of content, and I'll keep making it. All right, let's get into it. The Anagram by Darkglass. Let's do a quick unbox and power up of this amazing looking unit. This is great for taking this on the road, suitcase gigging. Ooh, there's your Anagram sticker and pick and pin, already saying update the software. I don't love that, but more on that later. Here's the unit.
Just do it!
Beautiful brushed metal casing. We have vents on the side, but nice and sleek. Check out all of these inputs.
Oh my God! Wow!
Power, we have MIDI out. Looks like USB-C. Send and return for other pedals to put into the chain. 2 XLRs out. Here's a headphone port and additional output ports. Love this. Love the options. 6 knobs across the top for controlling pedals.
Oh, hi.
And your 3 activation knobs. All right, let's hook this guy up. I see it flickering. I hear it clicking. I love every international adapter coming with this unit. Very global minded. Welcome to Anagram. Here's a quick tutorial. Page 1 of 19.
No.
Here's one of the main modes of the Anagram. One of the 3 modes is preset mode, stomp mode, and scene mode. I like these options. Preset is dialing something in, designing a chain or a set number of pedals, saving it and recalling it, and load others presets onto the unit. Stomp is to enable you to just stomp your way into a pedal or out, overriding some of the chains or presets you design for that. Scene mode is designed to let users switch between using the foot switches. It allows you to make multiple simultaneous changes to a preset, such as toggling blocks or adjusting parameters, values without needing to load a new preset. This enables seamless transitions during performance while keeping your signal path consistent. Love.
I love it in here.
Views, chain, bindings, name. Okay, chain view. There it is. Whoo, beautiful. Name view provides a clean, no distractions interface for live use. It displays the active preset name in the large readable font. Like that. That's important for live playing. Let's get some tones going on. Vet compressor, all the features. This is on, there's your on off switch. This is a literal actual computer. There's a cab, reverb, the global EQ setting. I see. This looks like a gentle, is it gentle EQ? Whoops. This looks like the hyperluminal or luminal compressor. The gym bass. Oh, we're in bass cab land. The gym land is like a Marshall stack bass cab. Ooh, a suppressor. And then here's a B3K. Changing the setting. Let's do a little clean play. Okay, right now, I'm going through the Microtubes X and the Hyperluminal EQ, no cabs. Level on. Level up. Cool. Let's put the cab back in. I want this guy again. Alpha Omega, hyperluminal, and a cab. Now, once you're inside the Anagram, you can load up different presets. Now, a couple of these preset rows came preloaded on A and B and C. So if I wanted to add a new and build a preset here, I would hit plus, and here you can navigate to all your different options. You can grab a vintage tube style drive like the Micro Tubes Vintage. You can grab a modern distortion here by going into distortion and hitting the Alpha Omega. And when you select either of these pedals, you go into their settings. There you see it's powered on, and each of these knobs controls the different settings. So growl, bite, your levels, and your blend. And if you want to get rid of this pedal, maybe you changed your mind here, you can hit the trash button and click delete, and now it is off your preset chain here. Now with these presets, you can design your own, save all your settings, and also there is an online community emerging where Anagram users will be making tons of preset settings and uploading those online. So say you need a synth preset and you don't have time to design one, you can browse a community and there'll likely be someone who's uploaded their synth preset. There's also a future with this multi-effects pedal being a gateway to Darkglass software plugins to be developed. So imagine all of these pedals and controls that come on each pedal available in your DAW like Logic or Ableton, where you can also do the settings there. In fact, this is software and digital, so this could be lifted and shifted into a plugin. One of the plugin manufacturers just has to partner with Darkglass and actually code those plugins. So I expect to see all of these in the next few years turn into DAW plugins. There's some real pro stuff in this Anagram too. For instance, all the amp and cabs available to you in here. This is amazing. There is a Leo bass, which models a Fender Bassman, and many others. That looks like a Mark II. I've seen an orange in here, all your cabs. MIDI support, so you can change patches with a foot controller. There's IR loading, so you can get snapshots of real speaker cabinets loaded into here, and tons of flexible routing options if you want to go to a bigger rig or have different signals going in different directions, maybe front of house and your rig. Super exciting. For today, I'm just going to stick to basic input and output. I know if you click here, you can go into stomp mode where you can design your chain to only include on a button stomp what you want. This will make it much easier for live play. That's something I would definitely enable. You can design your whole set and toggle through with presets for different songs to get different sounds going. The number of options you have here is amazing. All right, let's talk about what this thing actually is. The Darkglass Anagram is like taking your bass guitar to the Apple Store and buying it its own MacBook Pro. I'm already completely blown away. It's a DSP box, which means it does digital signal processing. There's a chip inside this that acts as a brain. So instead of being one pedal, it can run multiple Darkglass pedals all inside a single unit. Look, I have 3 or 4 plus a cab up right now. Now, there's a key thing to understand with this DSP box, the Anagram. This is 100% digital. That's a big shift because every other Darkglass pedal we know, like this Micro Tubes X, that's all analog. This hyperluminal EQ pedal is mostly analog. B3K, the B7, the Alpha Omega, all analog. Analog means the sound from your bass comes into the pedal and is being bent, shaped, and pushed through circuits and actual resistors and other electronics components, and then pushed out the other side in your output chain. That's why analog pedals often feel so alive.
It's alive!
The circuit is coloring your tone in real time as electricity moves through it. Digital, on the other hand, works completely differently. The Anagram, for instance, intakes your bass signal, converts the signal into a bunch of numbers, and those get processed inside the digital brain or the chip and shot out the output. That is what happens digitally. One of my questions here is, does it feel the same to play this as it does playing analog pedals? It breaks it down into a bunch of zeros and ones. It can run as multiple pedal. Does it remember my stuff that I didn't save? Probably not.